I'm Pete Nichols. I am President and CEO of the Nichols Accounting Group. I found an opportunity in Ontario to join a small firm here. And two men, one I had worked with in Boise. So we moved to Ontario in March of 1973. They chose to separate, and basically the firm blew wide apart. We had to make the decision whether we were going to stay in Ontario or return to Boise, because after Sandy and I had some really good discussions, I looked around town and ended up renting a small office space from George Iseri. We moved into the basement of Iseri Travel Agency in January of 1974, and it began. So, you know, it wasn't really a decision necessarily to be an entrepreneur. At that point in time, it was a decision to stay in Ontario, provide support for my family, and continue my walk with Christ. At that time, we had 4 children. Sandy was pregnant with our 5th child, and you step off into that, you know, I might have had, I don't know, maybe I had $1,000. I didn't have much money. And you step off into that, it's a great big step of faith. We had this discussion because we could lose the house that we were in.
And so we just talked about it. We had this little trailer that we'd done some camping in the summer. And we just said, you know, if worse comes to worse, we can live in that trailer. If we camped in it, we can live in it.
So when we first started in January of 1974, I needed some help for receptionist duties and bookkeeping and so forth. And so I hired Linda Barker at that time. Through the process of growing the firm, we went through a number of associations with other individuals and other firms. And in one of those, I was introduced to Doug Lamm. Offered Doug the opportunity to move from Nampa to Ontario to join in our work here.
And Pete called me in the office that day and said, hey, we're going to have an opportunity. We need somebody to come over here and help us out, and we'd like to have that be you. And I said, you know, that's something I'm going to think and pray about, because my wife just took a job today. It was her first day. I said, I'll get back to you on that. So I drove home, and that night I walk in the house, and Karen is crying. I said, what's up? She said, I hate my job. And I said, praise the Lord, we're going to Ontario. She said, what? And that's how it all started.
There were probably 3 clients that I thought I could depend upon. Roy was really our first client out of Ontario. And the great thing about Roy was, when Roy likes you, everybody in the area knows that Roy likes you. And he was our #1 advocate in Ontario.
Well, Pete and I met in 1972. We were working together for a real estate developer and became friends as well as co-workers, and have been working together ever since. And he's been a very valuable member of our team in all financial aspects of taxes, financial statements, financial advice for our corporation and for my wife and I personally.
So growth is an interesting thing, because now your staff has grown and you really need more leadership. And along comes Bob Kemble.
His wife and Pete's daughter were best friends. So when Bob sent us a resume to do some sort of internship.
I'm married to one of Pete's, no, let's start over. So I married Wendy Kemble, who was one of Pete's daughter's good friends. They did gymnastics together and things like that.
I said, we don't even want to talk to this boy, because we don't want a problem with family. And he was persistent, and we finally said, what do we got to lose to talk to him? So we let him come in and talk, and we liked him and hired him and put him at the front desk as a backup, because he was still in school.
And I probably called back, 5, 6, 7 times before Pete and Doug gave me an interview.
Trevor ended up here, and it's worked out great. He's got great technical skills, and his ability to work with clients, his clients love him, and his leadership abilities have grown substantially in recent years.
Well, transitioning from employee to owner, I think I was so young and naive that I really didn't really grasp the gravity of what it really was. In many cases, I thought, well, maybe I wasn't ready. But Pete and Doug have always believed in me.
So I attended a conference in Denver. And as I came away from there, I just had a new vision for what the firm could become and what we could be currently and what we could become. Hire Tim Bartz to come conduct a strategic planning session with us, and we pulled together our vision for the next 5 years, along with a mission statement and our core values.
It helped us to focus on who we really are and why we're doing what we do.
Our mission statement is to glorify God by the way we serve clients and take care of our employees, and how we move forward together on that, and the core values follow right around that. So I was extremely pleased with the way that came together.
The legacy that we want to leave for them is more than just themselves. It's for their family as a whole, generation to generation. And for our employees too. We want to be a place where employees can be here for a long time.
Best part of it all has been helping people. You know, we loved getting to know his clients, some of them very well, and he likes helping people. He really does.
It's rewarding on a lot of different levels. You get to see the staff grow. You get to see the accounting firm grow. I think we make a difference in the community, make a difference in our clients' lives, make a difference in the employees' lives. So I think it's a nice place to be.
Well, at the heart of it, I think we're all about helping people. I mean, that's at the heart of everything we do. Whether it's your business, whether it's something you're working on personally, sometimes it morphs into something more than business and taxes and accounting. It's more, you know, how do I do life? And so that's what we're all about, is helping people.
Well, there's many people we'd like to thank on this 40 years of journey, and I need to begin with Sandy. And her willingness to go with me in starting the firm, with really no guarantee that we were even going to have a house 6 months into this run. But and she has stayed with me through years of many long nights, and we've missed family vacations, and you know, all the things that go along with being a proprietor.
And in my behalf, you know, I so appreciate my wife Karen and what she's done in backing us up. And it's like Pete was saying, you miss many things because that's what it takes. And when we took on the growth we took on, there was some real sacrifices all of us had to make.
Would like to thank Linda Barker, that person that came alongside me and assisted me for many years as we grew the firm and as we added people. And I just want to thank you, Neal, for these 40 years and really for all the rest of our clients that have worked with us over this period of time. We want to thank them, and it's just been a great time, and looking forward to many more years.
Yep. Well, you're welcome, and thank you.
Okay, man.
The future is so bright, and it's just exciting to watch our team members buy into this concept of what we're trying to do for not only our clients but also for them as employees, and to see the teamwork and the camaraderie and the fun that goes on around the office, and know that we're all trying to work towards the same thing.
So I look forward to this vision of building legacies and assisting clients and employees in developing their legacies. You know, that really becomes the legacy of the firm.